What's up, everyone? My name is Carissa Drunya, and I am one of the support specialists here at CAEO. Today, I'll be talking to you about graduate school interviews. So what are graduate school interviews? So I'll just talk a little brief overview about what graduate school interviews are and what they entail. As you may have guessed, these interviews are a part of the application process, and they are a way for the faculty to get a feel of who you are and if you are a good fit for the program. Interview season typically starts around January through mid-March. Usually it takes 2 to 3 weeks to hear back after an interview, and the official deadline for students to accept or decline offers is April 15th. These interviews are nothing like your typical job interview, as they can last the whole day. It's definitely a tiring process, but by the end of it, you'll be able to know the program a little bit better. Next thing is how to prepare for these interviews. First, I recommend researching the program. Just like any other interview, you don't want to come in not knowing what you're getting yourself into. Go to the program's website and read their mission statement. It also helps to browse through their handbook so you know the program's timelines, requirements, and expectations. You also want to prepare a list of questions that you can ask the faculty and current graduate students. You can use the research you've done when skimming through their website or handbook to guide your questions, or you can find ones online that others have asked in their interviews. Lastly, practice, practice, practice. There are tons of mock interview videos on YouTube that you can easily look up. And the more that you go through potential questions that may be asked, the more confident you will be with remembering your answers during the actual interview. So now I'll talk about some common interview questions that many programs ask. The first is, tell me about yourself. This is your chance to tell them who you are, what you've done, and are currently doing, and pretty much showcase your academic and professional abilities. So for me, during my past interviews with school psychology grad programs, I would respond like, my name is Carissa, I'm currently a registered behavioral technician, I do one-on-one behavioral therapy work with children diagnosed with autism. I've worked in 4 research labs during my undergrad and graduated here at UNLV with a major in psychology and minors in criminal justice and neuroscience. So on and so forth. Second is, why are you interested in our program? This is where the research you did on their website and handbook comes into play. You could say things like, I have a strong interest in this area, I saw that it offers X, Y, and Z, and I believe this program and everything it has to offer will be a good fit for my career interests. The third question I'll talk about is, what are your research interests? This question is very common for doctorate level or research-oriented programs. You don't have to have a super detailed plan with your research interests, but state something that you would generally like to research that fits the program or faculty member you want to work with. For me, I shared in my interview that I'm interested in doing research on bullying and mental health among Asian American students. So you see, I didn't include anything about a study design or how I'll carry it out just yet, but it gives the faculty an idea of what I want to do as a researching graduate student. Fourth question is, how have your previous and current experiences prepared you for graduate study? This can get very tricky since there are so many avenues you could go to answer this, and it really depends on your own experiences. My advice is to think of what you've done and are doing that can directly be applied to graduate school. For example, you can say along the lines of, I developed a strong work ethic at my job that can be applied into my studies. My undergraduate experiences have also been very impactful and have made me motivated to pursue higher education. And I have the background knowledge that fits the program curriculum. The fifth question that's very common in grad school interviews is, what are some challenges you would expect if you got accepted, and how would you handle them? Again, just like the fourth question, you can go through so many avenues here, but the faculty wants to see if you're resilient for grad school and can handle whatever comes your way. To answer this question, think of a general challenge or adversity you went through during your undergrad and what you did to overcome it. So for me, I had problems with motivation during my undergrad years, and it was a whole roller coaster of emotions to keep up with the motivation to continue schoolwork and get my degree. During my interview, this is how I responded. One challenge that I've seen very frequently among my peers and have experienced myself is handling motivation. I understand that the graduate level is different, and sometimes my motivation to finish will be tested. However, I have learned during my undergrad years how to keep the momentum going by implementing time management skills to keep up productivity and meet my goals while also having breaks in between. So, there you have it. Lastly, here are some additional tips for your grad school interview. Don't answer for too long. It's always better to err on keeping it concise. Faculty members and grad students have a lot of people to interview, and you may lose them in the middle if you put on an ongoing speech. Saying 3 sentences is a good rule to follow, and if they have any more follow-up questions, they'll ask. Dress for success, even if it's online. You'll always want to look your best and give a great first impression, even through virtual settings. Don't be afraid to ask follow-up questions about the university or program. Grad school interviews are a two-way street. You want to make sure that this is the best fit for you just as much as they want to make sure you are a best fit for them. For me, one thing that I value is if a school addresses diversity and has resources that encourage diversity. I had an interview once at a school that seemed really great. The program looked amazing, the faculty was doing research that I wanted, but as soon as I asked them if they had any resources for minoritized graduate level students, they couldn't answer my question. So that was immediately a no-go for me. So don't be afraid to ask questions to figure out if the place works for you too. Alright, I hope this video has been helpful to all of you interested in pursuing graduate school. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact your support specialist at CAEO. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.